Hey guys, it's Comic Central here, and today I'm going to be sharing a MCU X-Men theory that I have. Let's get into this. At the moment, since the Disney-Fox merger has finally been completed, it is almost like you can't go on the internet without someone making a theory or talking about the X-Men being in the MCU. Will I add to this pile of stuff? Yes, that's literally what this video is about. I am not going to make a very long-winded intro to the theories, let's just jump straight into it. This theory may change some things about the characters for the movie, so just hold that in mind and don't get mad when someone suggests something that isn't canon about one of your favorite characters. Alright, let's go. They should retcon the Deadpool movies into the MCU. Disney has stated they've been pretty cool with Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool in the MCU and keeping the property R-rated, so it wouldn't be that hard to put the two movies into the MCU, and make the Easter egg of sorts the helicarrier in the first Deadpool movie as being one of the actual helicarriers in the MCU that crashed in the Winter Soldier. At this point, you're most likely wondering what this has to do with the rest of the X-Men, so allow me to explain. In the Deadpool movies, the X-Men exist, and a good writer that Marvel should be able to find can explain that the X-Men were always in the MCU, but not going around taking out threats to the world. It is much more political than that. When Magneto and Professor X were with each other back some time before the first Iron Man, maybe around the time Captain Marvel happened, or even before that, Magneto suggested putting a team together in case of the humans attempting to obliterate the mutants. So they did, even though Professor X didn't agree with it. I'll be calling Professor X just X from now on as a shortened version of the name because that's just sort of a bit long-winded for this video. Magneto and him parted ways, but X kept the team together, knowing deep down that Magneto was right, but never used a team. He fought for mutant rights, but never publicly broadcasted because the government didn't want it getting out and making the public scared of superhumans. So multiple meetings happened in private to attempt to achieve human rights without creating anarchy and fear within the society. The X-Men never went out of their way to fight crime, and mostly did Black Ops missions to help other mutants in danger and bring them to the mansion for help, schooling, and support. After many superheroes appeared, such as Iron Man, the Hulk, and Thor, to name a few, the X-Men gained hope, but still, nothing changed. The only time they went out to the public was the appearances in the first Deadpool movie. One time, a mutant, Magneto, came back to assassinate government officials after everyone thought he dropped off the face of the earth for a long time, so the X-Men came into play to take him down. X hoping he could talk some sense into his old friend, without the Avengers causing too much havoc. Stuff goes down and Magneto escapes, but the world now knows of mutants as the truth, and not just a rumor and something that many young people have to hide, so they get the praise and rights to develop properly for them. However, the government secretly funds schools for mutants. Schools is in inverted commas, but I can't really show that through audio effectively, so there you go. Now you know. The more you know, am I right? No? Okay. So one of these schools is like the one in Deadpool 2. The first X-Men movie should be a political drama, with only some action elements to it that have to be memorable. And the second film, with the schools, would grow on that and expand a lot on everything, and be a very world-building heavy. The government could create Sentinels, and that could be sort of what the second film could be about. As much as many people want Wolverine in the MCU, I vote that Marvel holds off on him a lot. Don't introduce him in one of the X-Men movies, and don't do it through a solo film. Just drop him in some random character's solo movie, like he is hired to hunt down and kill them. Hopefully the Hulk, by the government, like Wolverine's introduction was similar to in the comics. Maybe put him in the third movie or something like that, but Marvel needs to give another X-Men the limelight, such as Cyclops. Even though a lot of people hate him, I quite like the character. Would like to see a well-written version of the character and his relationship with Jean. He could be the most relatable character in the X-Men if done right, and would be the Iron Man of that side of the MCU, which would actually be pretty cool to see. And with that said, that brings us to the end of yet another video. If you like this theory, make sure to hit that like button to let me know. Make sure to comment your opinions on this theory and/or any future video ideas that you may have. Also, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with new videos coming out every Sunday. And with that said, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.